Hi and welcome. In this section we're going to develop a coffee store app. We'll learn how to create the homepage to visualize look and feel, create a carousel for switching between drinks, integrate scoped model design pattern for sharing state, add an alert dialog for placing drinks order, and implement integration tests for testing the entire app. In this video we're going to create the homepage to visualize look and feel. In the previous video, we created an application to find a coffee store. Now we want to find out more information about that coffee store, including what drinks they have available and even placing an order. To do that, we're going to have to create a coffee store app. First, we're going to create a mock-up of what the app UI looks like for the home page. And this will include a carousel at the top and a drinks list underneath, with the application finally looking like this. First step is to create a new project. I'll now create a widget for the store homepage. Provide it with the title that we will get from the main widget. Now we'll go back into the main widget, direct to use this widget and just tidy up the code. Now I will add the images of all the drinks to our project. And we will need to include them in our pub spec file. Now we can create a model to represent our drink type. And basically the drink type is just going to include a title, an image and a price. We're just going to keep it simple. And we'll create a constructor for those fields. For displaying the drinks, we will use a card which along with the image will also display the title. Also in this file we're going to add a number of lists which will represent the drinks, such as a main list which would represent coffee, tea, and then there'll be sub-lists that will represent the different types of tea, different types of coffee, etc. And inside this list I'll create instances of the drink type, starting off with coffee first. And we'll give it the title of coffee. Add a coffee image. And complete it with a price. And now we'll do the same for tea, juice and smoothie. This is the main list completed, so we're going to add sub-lists of the coffee types, tea types, juice types, and each of these types will be in the same format as this list. And as you can see, I've just added the coffee types, tea types, juice types, and smoothie types. I'll add the drink type to our stateless widget and initialize that. Now add the card widget. Now for the card, I don't want to put the title underneath the image, I want to put the title on top of the image, and to do that I'm going to use the stack widget. And add the image first, and set its dimensions and fit. And add the title. Now we can create a stateless widget for our carousel. We're going to insert the drinks card into our carousel, and to control the dimensions we're going to use a size box and set the dimensions for our size box. And now provide the drinks card. And we'll just set it up with the first main type drink. Now we can add our carousel to the home page. First I'll replace the container with a scaffold. And for the main body of the scaffold, this is where I want to include both the carousel and underneath the list of coffee drinks or list of the drinks themselves. So I will use a column for that. And we'll add our drinks carousel first. And start up your emulator or simulator and let's run the application. The application's now started up. Let me add a light blue background to our scaffold. And I think I want to add a little black border to that image itself that represents the carousel. So to do that, I need to go back into my drinks carousel. And I'll just wrap the drinks card in a decorated box. Now the title's supposed to be there as well, and you probably can't see it, but I can see it. It's not very clear. So let's add some styling to that text title. So I need to go into the drinks card. Okay, that doesn't look so great. So I do think I want to move the text. So I'll move it across to the top center. And to do that, I need to wrap our text in the align widget to do the alignment. And I will add a little bit of padding to the text as well. And underneath the carousel, I do want to create a list of the drink items themselves. So I'll create a stateless widget for that. And I will use the expanded widget to contain our grid view. The grid view will be a grid of images. And give it a column count of 2. And for the children, I will use the coffee types list and just supply that with a list of drinks cards. And return instances of the drinks card. And add our drinks list to the store homepage widget. And as you can see, we've now got a list of coffee drinks being provided to us. Let's just add a little bit of padding to that list. And finally, let's just change the name of our application to Coffee Store. And that concludes the mock-up of the store homepage UI. And run the application on the iOS simulator as well. And as you can see, we've got the iOS version of the application being displayed as well. We learned how to create a UI mock-up of the app before doing further development and setting up the initial architecture of the application.